Hey Capricorn, so I'm doing a reading for you for, I had to breathe there. Let me think. New Moon in Libra. I'm doing sorry, I lost my breath there. We're doing a reading for you for the New Moon in Libra. What I was getting for you before I had started the reading is, you are really wanting to be in like your own energy at this time, right? Like I feel like, oh my goodness, you look so good. You smell so good. Like I feel like you are literally just like enjoying yourself, right? Like I feel like you are just so magical. You're so wonderful. And I feel like you have so many energies around you at this time. Like I feel like you're really just wanting to be in your energy, right? Like you're really just wanting you, right? Like I feel like you have like this appreciation for yourself and like this love for yourself that yeah, others can give you, but it's not as the it's not as great as if like you can give it to yourself, right? And I think you're knowing and realizing that. And I feel like, you know, like, okay, if I'm able to like love myself this much, like it'll be like that much greater when other people like can like, I can give and receive love with them, right? I feel like you're almost like making sure your cup is filled at this time, right? And really, really like just appreciating yourself here, right? First up, we have the Hangman. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I feel like you've literally just put yourself into a meditative state, like just you being one with the one, right? Really going in to yourself, right? Like just really kind of seeking out your own advice, seeking out your own spiritual guidance, right? Like trusting in your own intuition, right? I feel like you're not really like following others' leads at this time, right? Like I feel like it's more or less kind of just you, right? I feel like you've been doing a lot of meditating. I don't feel like you've been isolating. I feel like it's just been more or less like you just, even in a crowd of people, it's just you with yourself. It's just you being with you. And I feel like that's helping you. I feel like that's really helping you at this time, right? I feel like this has helped like clear your path, like open up your mind, like different possibilities, different things that I don't think you were necessarily seeing before, right? Yeah, different things I don't think you were seeing before. I feel like you're seeing new new pathways that have opened up on this journey for you, right? That's what I'm saying. I feel like I feel like the possibilities are literally endless for you. I just got heat everywhere. Oh. I feel like the possibilities are endless. Like there is no limit for you at this time. Like I feel like anything that you're really wanting at this time, like it's coming in for you. Anything you're really wanting to keep out, like it's being kept out. Like I feel like at this time you're almost like in absolute control of like what's going on in your life. Capricorn, I feel like you're like the ultimate magician at this time. Like I feel like you're calling things to you. I feel like you're just calling things into your yep. I feel like you're just calling into your life that you never possibly could have imagined that could have happened, right? I literally feel like you're making your dreams come true. Right? I feel like this is more along the lines of like in your spiritual world, right? And I'm getting that very much so with the Hangman. You could be dealing with a Pisces. But what I'm getting is like, I feel like you're getting a lot of spiritual rewards, right? A lot of amazing things going on. I feel like in this meditation space, I feel like you're able to see things a lot clearer. I feel like if you were able just to close your eyes just for a couple minutes in the daytime, right? Like periodically just sit there even just for 10 minutes and close your eyes, right? I feel like things are going to be shown to you that are going to be so much more helpful just in like the next 10 minutes of your step process, right? Just taking time out just for you, just to kind of go within and picture the next possibility, the next step for you, right? Yep, and then we have the moon. Just close your eyes for 10, like just periodically throughout the day. It didn't even have to be 10 whole minutes, right? Like just sit with yourself. I feel like things are being shown to you that are going to be so helpful for the next leg of your journey here, right? Oh, I feel like you've been doing a lot more meditation work. I feel like you could have recently been like in the past, like had a lot going on. Like I feel like you could have been doing like I feel like you could have been dealing with a lot of people, with a lot of energy, with a lot of like I feel like you had like a busy schedule. Like I feel like you've been doing a lot. And I feel like at this time you've just kind of been like sitting back and like just kind of like resting, recharging, right? And I feel like in this rest and recharging space, I feel like you're ebbing and flowing like real good at this time. I think you're learning like, okay, if I'm going a couple steps forward, sometimes I got to sit back and chill just for a minute, you know, like, and really kind of take in what's really going on around me, right? Like really kind of pay attention, like to the environment, really kind of pay attention to the people that I'm around, to the noises. I feel like there's going to be like a lot of like animals, a lot of like environmental noises, a lot of like things with lights. You know, I feel like a lot of things are going to be shown to you when you just kind of sit back and are just kind of up here observing, right? And I don't think you're going to be confused. You know how like as things are like happening and you're hearing noises and you're hearing sounds and stuff, like I don't think you're going to be confused really. I feel like as these things are going to come in for you, it's going to be very clear like as to like what the meaning is for you, right? Like if you're seeing camels, like this is what it means. If you're seeing elephants, this is what it means. You know, like if you're hearing birds chirping, like I feel like your guides are going to be speaking to you like very clearly, right? Like I feel like if you have a question, like I feel like your answers are going to be given to you like so much quicker, right? Like I feel like if you're feeling a little stuck, a little confused as to like what the direction is, like I feel like the confusion's going to be like cut out like so much quicker than what you have been dealing with, right? And I think it's really just because I feel like you're just taking some time like really to deal with you, really taking some time in to like deal with your spirit guides and like what it is, like the messages they're trying to convey to you here, right? I feel like you're really working a lot more into like the spiritual realm here, right? Doing a lot more work, a lot more work. I feel like the more spiritual work you're doing, the less physical work you're having to do, right? Like I feel like the more you're like taking some like meditation space, really kind of being in that observing time area space, when it comes time for you to actually like get your hands dirty, you know, really apply yourself, like participate in the physical world, it won't be as much of a struggle for you, right? Like I don't feel like you're gonna be having to like put as much thought, as much effort into things, right? Like I feel like things are just gonna be coming to you like naturally. Like I feel like it's almost like you're gonna have magic hand gloves. Like if your hands are needing to move in a certain direction, I feel like you're just gonna be given like these magic hand movements to like to do the things that you're needing to do. Like if I feel like if you're needing to speak to people, I feel like you're gonna be given like the correct verbs, the correct wordage, like everything to like speak eloquently and like come across like understanding, you know, like people are gonna understand you like perfectly clear, right? I feel like you're gonna be I just saw the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles. That could be you, Capricorn. I feel like you're going to be given the words, you're going to be given the action as to how to move, because I feel like you're taking that time out in that time, in that space, 10:08, to really do what it is you're supposed to be doing, right? Like if it's something that you're not supposed to be doing, I don't think your words or your hands are going to be cooperating, right? Like I feel like if it's something that you're supposed to be doing, I feel like it's gonna come to you so easily, even if you have no clue in this world as to like what you're doing or how to do it. Like it's just like the know-how is just gonna be given to you, right? I'm like shaman energy here. Like you will have the know-how for anything and everything that you're needing to do, right? Yeah, I feel like a lot of spirits around you, like a lot of like protectors, a lot of guides, a lot of people guiding you, a lot of people helping you. I feel like you have a lot of support and a lot of like encouragement around you also at this time, like a lot of help. Ooh, and then we have the Strength. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of protectors around you. I feel like you have a lot of people guiding you, a lot of people showing you, a lot of people keeping your mouth shut when it's supposed to be shut. I feel like you have a lot of people helping you speak in times where it's needed, right? I feel like you have a lot of angelic energy around you, right? I feel like if you have any like animalistic behaviors, I feel like if you're coming from a space of like anger, coming from a space of like, you know, just like not being a good person, right? Like I feel like that's going to be corrected, right? And I don't even think it's like you doing it. I feel like if you were to like try to go and do something bad that you would normally have done in the past, like I feel like you're not going to be allowed to do it. Like even if you were to try, it's going to be like, haha, I tricked you. Like no, like I feel like there's just going to be like a feeling that overcomes and like reroutes you into like the direction you're supposed to be going, right? Like I feel like you're being very protective, very guided, and I feel like this is happening because I feel like there's like a next part of your journey here that you're supposed to be at, like that you're supposed to be going to, right? And I feel like your guides know that. Like I feel like you have a group of people around here that are like trying to get you to the next space, and I feel like they're almost like protecting you and guiding you, like trying to help you get there, right? And I feel like they're trying to like keep you from making any like stupid decisions, like anything that could jeopardize like the next leg of your journey, where like it could be like life changing. It could be like where it's not only going to change like your life, but like it could change like millions of other people's lives, like, right? Like I feel like you could be like the next Steve Jobs here. Like I feel like people are really, really making sure that you're staying focused, right? That that even if you are making like a stupid decision, like it's not that stupid, and like, hey, like we can correct this, we can fix this, right? I feel like if there could have been like a space where you were making dumb decisions, where you were not living up to your potential here, like falling into weakness, I feel like you're going to be given the strength to like say no, given the strength to walk away, given the strength to say the right words, you know, given the strength to make the right decision. I feel like things that you could have fallen like prey to, things that you could have given into like your weakness or your desires, or you know, things like that, like I feel like that's like being like completely rerouted. Like I feel like you're where there was weakness, like you're being given strength, right? Whew. There's a pack of cards. We're not going to take a pack of cards. Just one more for this row. Then we have the Justice. That's what I'm saying. Like anything that was not going to be for your highest good, anything that was not going to help you get to like this next leg of your journey, the universe is coming in and like fixing that. The universe is coming in and changing that. Like everything's being rerouted. Everything's being changed and fixed for your highest good, right? Like the universe is coming in and like helping push you, get you to the next part of your journey here, right? I feel like you could be making like higher commitments to yourself here, right? I feel like you could be like more like committing to yourself more like spiritually, right? Man, I feel like the universe is really coming in and like almost like working for you, right? All right, let's get into this Hanged Man. Let's get into this Hanged Man. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords. I feel like the reason why you could have taken some time out to like go in and like find like spiritual enlightenment, find some answers, right? Find a new path, a new direction. I feel like you could have recently gone through something that was kind of traumatic, kind of heartbreaking, something that could have given you a lot of anxiety, something that kept like running circles around in your head, right? I feel like you were really needing to like clear your head here, right? Like this is the energy you were in, and I feel like nothing was getting accomplished. And I feel like you've really been needing to like go in, clear some things up, clear some pathways, like some, what are they neuron pathway? What is that called? I feel like you're having to like clear some pathways here for some brain functions, right? Like I feel like you have way too many worries, way too many thoughts, way too many things like in like blocking like how your chemicals are supposed to be pumped through, how like your thoughts are supposed to be pumped through, right? And I feel like that's like really messing with your head, with your body here. I feel like this worry and anxiety could be keeping you from clearing your mind, keeping you from going into like meditation spaces, keeping you from like finding the answers, right? I feel like you keep like getting in your head and like worrying too much instead of like allowing the space to allowing the space for the answer to like come into you, right? Like come find you, right? Like I feel like if you keep asking the question, right, and like expecting the answer like right then, right? Or like worrying and fretting about it, like you're not really allowing like the answer to come in, right? I feel like you keep worrying about like a home. I feel like you keep worrying about like some children here. I feel like this worrying space is like getting in the way of your ultimate like wish fulfillment happiness, right? Like I feel like the problem isn't the problem. I feel like the problem is like your attitude about the problem, right? It's not really the problem. The problem is like how you're thinking about your problems. The problem is like the space that you're allowing for your problems to keep building up, for you to keep thinking about all the issues, for you to, keep worrying. Like there's not really a problem. Like if you were to stop worrying, if you were to stop being anxious, if you were to like just let it go and like just allow things to happen and, you know, just be there and like be present, like you'd be here. But I feel like you're worrying, you're stressing yourself out. Like I feel like you're in your head and like and just replaying things. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like you are really getting in your own way of being happy, and that's, yeah, you're just getting in your own way. Like out of nowhere, we have the Five of Swords and Eight of Wands. Like out of nowhere, I feel like you are literally just getting in your own way. I feel like there's too many like words. I feel like you just have too many thoughts, too many words, too many worries. And I feel like you almost like bring that stuff into you so quickly, because like when you're not in this worry space, you are in this meditative space, right? But when you're doing all this meditating and stuff, you can't be worrying because you already know like, hey, I'm magical and I'm a magical manifester, and I already know I'm calling all this cool energy to me. So I already know I'm calling all this bad energy to me too. And so I feel like you're learning, hey, if I want to stay in this space, I got to keep clearing my head. I have to keep allowing the pathway for like clear answers. I have to get out of my own way here, right? Yeah, we have the Five of Pentacles. I got to get out of my own way. I've got to like let some things go. I've just literally got to walk away from the issues I'm creating. Right? Like, I feel like it's just like, you could be like, I feel like you could be having anxiety about like how much leaving behind people actually makes you happy. Like, I feel like you could be feeling bad about a lot of things. I feel like Capricorn, I feel like you could be having like a lot of guilt, a lot of, you know, like just, I shouldn't feel that way. I feel like you could be having some feelings like that about like, almost like being selfish, about making like selfish decisions for yourself here, right? And I don't think that they're selfish, right? I feel like it's just like making like the best decisions for you, right? Like setting boundaries, like it's okay to be selfish. Like it's okay to be it's okay to make like decisions that are good for yourself. It's okay to put yourself first. It's okay, you know, like it's okay to be selfish, right? Like not be a selfish person, but it's okay to like make decisions that are good for yourself, right? It's okay to focus on your happiness, right? Because nobody else is gonna do it. Everybody else is selfish. Everybody else is focused on their own happiness. People aren't focused on coming in and making you happy. They're worried about their own happiness, their own emotional state here, right? Like, we can't control how other people feel. We can only control how we feel, right? And you only focus on the things that you can control, right? And I think you're realizing that. And also, like, not carrying so many other people's emotions as well, right? I feel like you might feel responsible for how like a lot of other people feel sometimes. And that's not healthy. I feel like, yeah, you're giving yourself a whole lot of power there by saying, yeah, I'm responsible for how other people feel. But like, no, you're not responsible for how other people feel. You're only responsible for you. You're only responsible for yourself, right? What is this Two of Swords? I feel like you start cutting some things off. I feel like you start going within. I feel like you start really focusing on yourself here, right? Ace of Wands. And that's under this Two of Swords here. I feel like you really start focusing on you, on yourself, on the actions that you're needing to take next, right? I feel like you're not allowing like other people's thoughts and emotions to like come in and like penetrate yours, right? Like I feel like you're being like extra protective, extra careful as to like what you're allowing in, right? Especially with this Ace of Wands here, like it almost looks like a baseball bat, right? And then we have this Two of Swords here, right? Like I feel like you're being extra cautious, extra careful, very protective of yourself, very protective of your energy at this time. I feel like you're highly sensitive, especially in this Libra season. You could have some pretty heavy Libra placements in your birth chart. Libra is exalted in Saturn, right? I feel like you're working with a lot of energy at this time. A lot of energy. I feel like you're realizing that. I feel like you are feeling so many people's emotions. I feel like you're checking in with yourself, checking in with yourself. Like, is this how I'm feeling, or is this how this person's feeling? You know, like you're like, I know I'm not attracted to them. Why am I feeling this way? And it's like, oh, okay. I know I don't hate them. I know I don't normally have nasty thoughts about people. Is this my feelings or is this theirs? I feel like you're so sensitive, so aware at this time. You're having to check back in, recheck back in, make sure what is your energy, what is not your energy. And man, you are being so protective. So protective. We have the Death, yeah. Oh, yeah. Capricorn, you know it's time for transformation. You know it's time for change. I'm seeing like almost like a snake shedding its skin here, right? I feel like where you had been like open and allowing of people and their energy, like I feel like it's like a halt, like an immediate halt. Like, no, you can't come any farther than this. Like especially as like time's progressing and you're becoming more and more sensitive, you're having to get real serious. Like I feel like in order for like for more gifts to be coming in for you here, for more insight, more vision, more things to intuit for you, more clarity. I feel like, you know, like there's gonna be you're gonna have to really transform some connections, yourself, your actions, how you're participating in the world, right? Your actions, the things that you're willing to pay attention to. Like, I feel like at this time you're like, I'm seeing like the three monkeys, the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Like, that's very much like how I'm seeing this. Like, you're being so careful as to like what you're allowing to see, like what you're allowing to hear, like the things that you're allowing to like be like participate in. Like, you're not even like looking. You're not even looking, scratch my nose there. I feel like you're not even like your awareness is for things that are not for you, like it's almost being blocked out. Like nothing can come in and like interfere. Nothing can come in and interfere with this. Yeah, and then we have the Four of Wands. I feel like you could have been leaving your car in your home unprotected. Right, and I feel like your guide's been communicating that with you, right? And I feel like you're making big transformations, big changes, like so that these things can't come back in, right? I feel like you could have been allowing like people in that were not for you. I feel like you could have been like sharing thoughts with people that were not for you, right? Like I feel like you could have been like participating in energies like with people that were not for you. And that's being halted, like that's being stopped here, right? What is the Seven of Cups? We have the Wheel of Fortune. When you start going into your meditation spaces, and look, both these cards are up in the clouds. When you start going more into your meditation spaces, when you start going more into your spiritual nature, into the things that you're wanting to like pull down into the world, right? I feel like you will, feel like you'll be striking gold. You'll be striking gold here. Like in these meditation spaces, I've never noticed this before. In these meditation spaces, look, all these little like character creatures, they all have like little books here and stuff, right? And then here's this like little lion guy with his little sword, this little truth here, right? Like I feel like in these meditation spaces, even though it might be just your dreams, right? Just like kind of illusions, right? Like I feel like you're able to like manifest them, like pull them down into like the physical world here, right? I feel like you're almost like able to like bring them into like the real world, like perceive them in like as truths here, right? I feel like somebody could be a writer here. I feel like in these meditation spaces, I feel like you're able to like write books, right? Like I feel like you could be working with like the blueprints here. I feel like you could be working in like the astral libraries. I feel like you could be like if you are a writer, I feel like you could be writing books about things like this. I feel like in these meditation spaces, I feel like you're receiving like truths, like people's blueprints. I feel like you're like receiving I feel like you could be receiving a lot of knowledge in books as well. Like as you're reading things, like I feel like you have different answers and different knowledge is being brought down for you here. Like I feel like that's why it's so important for you at this time to like really be going in with yourself. Nobody can deliver these truths for you. Nobody can receive this knowledge in the manner and the way that you do, right? And how you're able to manifest them into the physical reality as well. That is your Wheel of Fortune, because it's only you up here on top, right? That is your gold. That is your fortune. Look where your part of fortune is. We have the King of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. I feel like these things that you are creating like in like the astral realm, or like the things that you're like picking up in the astral realm, once again, I feel like you're able to like physically manifest them. I feel like that's how you're gonna be like creating your riches. I feel like that's how you're gonna be like becoming like the King of Pentacles here. I feel like it's your dreams. I feel like it's the things that you're working in your spiritual and like your spirituality and your spiritual realm. 336. The things that you're working through in your spiritual realm and like able to like bring them here into like the physical realm, that's gonna be your goal. That's your part of fortune. That's where you're gonna find your riches here, right? You could have a part of your part of fortune in like an earth sign. It could be in like Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Right? It could also be in a water sign. We have the cups here as well. We have, it could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we have the Devil. Yeah, you could be working with a Capricorn. You could be working with the Capricorn. Okay, let's get into this moon energy. if you were if you were working with if you're a Capricorn and you were working with the King of Pentacles, like if this is not you, right? If this King of Pentacles is not you, right? And you were like a Capricorn working with the King of Pentacles here, and you thought that this was going to be like successful or abundant, how I'm also seeing this is like that was an illusion, like that was false, right? If you thought that this was going to bring like any benefit, right? Any abundance, any, like, I feel like a King of Pentacles here could have been like, I feel like a King of Pentacles here could have been like portraying like he had like a lot of money, a lot of wealth, a lot of abundance here. But with this Devil card sitting next to him, I don't believe that he was, right? I feel like he was just trying to get you like wrapped up here, right? Kind of trying to get you like bound here. Maybe in some passion, like making you believe that, you know, he was fruitful here, right? They were fruitful. I feel like somebody could have been selling you a dream here. Now this could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo here, right? Masculine energy. It was just one way I saw that. Okay, what is this Moon card? What is this Moon card? We have the Hierophant. Yeah. I feel like, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. I feel like if somebody is getting married, I feel like it's kind of like under wraps. I feel like it's undercover here, right? I feel like there's a lot of like higher learning going on, right? Like I feel like you could be entering like the priesthood. I feel like there's some sort of like higher commitment, higher learning, something that like that being made, right? That's not really for the public. Not everybody really knows what's going on, right? Somebody could have been given a key. You could be going to see like a priest. I feel like somebody could be like confessing their sins here, right? We have the Five of Swords, yeah. I feel like somebody's like almost like going to see like a priest to confess their sins, right? We have the Ten of Swords, yeah. I feel like somebody's coming clean about something that could have like been real hurtful, could have been like real bad, something that could have held like a lot of secret. I feel like all of that's kind of being forgiven here, right? Anything that brought in a lot of fighting, a lot of altercation, anything that was hurtful, I feel like that's being like being kind of like spoken about, resolved here, like being released. Like I feel like somebody's like owning up to a lot of secrets, a lot of things they've been hiding, things that they haven't really been too honest about, right? I feel like there's a lot of like coming clean energy here, right? What is this Strength card? What is this Strength card? 38. We have the Star. We have the Strength and the Star. That's what I'm saying. I feel like somebody could be praying here. I feel like somebody could be asking for help, could be asking for forgiveness, could be, you know, like really like seeking help from like a higher power, you know, from spirit guides, from angels, from God, whoever you believe in, right? I feel like somebody's getting like angelic support, angelic help here, right? I feel like somebody's being like cleansed of any like toxicity, any negativity, anything where it was resting more on like your animalistic natures, right? So like if you were out here like being negative and, you know, spreading like a whole bunch of like terrible things, like killing people, you know, spreading hate, things like that, like hurting people's feelings, anything like that. Like I feel like that's being like cleansed. I feel like that's being taken care of for you here, right? I feel like it's changing you, like you're becoming like a different person here, right? I feel like you're like behaving different. I feel like you're looking different. How you're coming across to the rest of the world is very different as well. I feel like people are seeing you like in a softer, sweeter nature, right? And I feel like you literally just have help around you, like help guiding you, help showing you, like the actions that you're needing to take to like almost like fix it, to like make it better, right? Then we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, you have like a team of people, a group of people, of energy, of spirit guides, of angels, like wrapped around you, like helping you out. I feel like you have a lot of support. I feel like you have a lot of guidance, a lot of people helping. I feel like you have like a group of people almost like giving you like the strength to kind of like get up and cleanse like the things that you're needing to, right? Whether that be your home, your body, your environment, right? I feel like you're a healer here. And then we have the Fool. Pretty much anything that you were dealing with before, like that's completely changed. Like your whole life's been completely changed, right? We did have that Death card kind of in the beginning of this reading here. And when you get through all of this and you have these transformations and you have this help, you have this support, you have this team, this group of people, this group of energy around you, you have a whole new start. You have a whole new direction. I feel like it's I don't know why I keep getting like you confess your sins like with this Hierophant here, but I feel like once you do that, like I've never seen a priest. I don't know where I'm getting this from. I feel like once you do that though, like you kind of like seek out this forgiveness, this new strength. And look, it even looks like they're in a church here, doesn't it? It even looks like they're in a church. That's crazy. Like this new start's coming in for you, right? 42, 44. Like this new start's coming in for you. I feel like you have a whole new life. I feel like it's like a group of people like coming in and cleaning you up and fixing you up and changing your attitude. And like I feel like it's like a whole like brain transplant here. Like they're rerouting your wires, like rewiring your brain here, like completely changing like how it is you think. Well, the things that you're like accepting, like the journey that you're on, like the direction that you're going. Like, oh no. Like I feel like if you keep trying to go in the wrong direction, I feel like you have like little animals here like yapping at your feet, like no, wrong way. Right, like I feel like things are like coming in to like really like help correct you, help show you like the right direction, like where it is you're supposed to be going, right? What is this Justice card? We have the King of Swords. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the universe really starts working with you. I feel like the universe really starts working for you, right? I feel like when you become more clear-cut, more logical with yourself and kind of like what's going on, right? When you start being like more serious with yourself, like taking yourself, like it's not more serious. I feel like when you start like believing in yourself more, believing in what you have to say more. You could be dealing with a Libra man. We have the Justice card and the King of Swords. I feel like the universe is really going to start working in your favor, right? I feel like it's you here that has like the sword, like that has the truth, that is like the holder of truth, right? And right, like I feel like they I feel like once you were like cleansed down here, I feel like you were able then you were able to like be put into like a nice robe, right? And then like you were like given like this freedom and allowance to like swing this sword over here. Like you were like, I feel like once you went through like this higher learning here, right? Like and you really cleansed yourself. I feel like it was almost like you who went into like the priesthood here, right? Like you were put into like a robe. Like you were given like the keys, you were given like the sword, you were given like the tools that you were needing to kind of step up and like ascend, right? Like to kind of take on the role that that you were needing to here, right? Like I feel like you could have almost got like a promotion here, right? You could have joined a priesthood, right? I feel like I feel like you let go of like a lot of the things like in your past. I feel like you let go of like a lot of your past behaviors, a lot of like I feel like you let go of how you used to dress, like how you used to wear your hair, how you used to talk, like the actions you used to take, the people you used to hang around. I feel like you let a lot of things go. Like I feel like you transformed yourself like almost completely. And you brought in, I don't even think it's like a new lifestyle. Like I feel like you brought it in like a new life. And I feel like you traded out everything and like just got a new one. Like here you go. Right? And I feel like it's like the life that you're wanting, right? Like I feel like you were upgraded. I feel like you got an upgrade here. I feel like you got an upgrade here. 6 of Wands. I feel like you knew things had to change. I feel like you knew things had to shift. And I feel like you allowed the help of others to like come in and like guide you and like support you. I feel like you allowed like this like testing to come in too. And I feel like instead of like self-sabotaging, I feel like you really went with it, right? Like I feel like you really did the things that you knew you needed to do, like the things you wanted to do. I don't think you felt forced because I feel like these were things you wanted to do. I feel like these were changes you wanted to participate in, right? I feel like you wanted this new start. I feel like you wanted this new life. I feel like you wanted these people and situations around you, right? And we have the Knight of Wands. I feel like you've been given like the passion to like completely start in the direction that it is you're wanting to take here, right? Okay, let's get one card out for how you can help heal this energy. Create art. As you're going through this transformation, allow it to be like transmuted and transformed into something beautiful, right? Like even if it looks crazy, even if it looks chaotic, right? Know that like the chaos, know that like the craziness is almost like what makes it art, right? Like your life is art, right? Like the things that you're going through, like it is beautiful. Like everything that you're going through, like art imitates life. Like your life is art. Your life is beautiful. And transmute the negative energy just by like looking for the beautiful things, right? Like turn something not so great into something beautiful, right? Like focus on the things that you do want to see in the painting, right? In the picture. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And Capricorn, I think you have a lot of really great things coming up for you. And just stay with it. Everything will be taken care of, and you'll be in the spot of where you're supposed to be at when you're supposed to be there. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.